Hello YouTube fans, here again, and a bigger man not do this one. Kind of a sequel, kind of not, to Lemon Potable. That being Going Steader. This come out 1 year after Lemon Potable because of the big success of Lemon Potable. If you remember me reviewing that film, they decided to do sort of a foil one. As you know, they did a few of these. They did one where they went in the army, they did one where they went on vacation. The last one wasn't the best, but they did that as well. They did a few of these with the three lads, the chubby one. That's what he was, overweight, so I don't be unpolitically correct. And you got the other one, you got the one who's a sex maniac, and basically it's a coming to age film. Coming to age film. It's not a sex comedy and all, but to me, is it a rant? Is it a review? What I mean by that is, unlike Lemon Potable, I felt it was to the bone. You know what I mean? Like there's a bit where the lads meet a prostitute. She's got tabs. They've got tabs. There's a bit where the do has an unlegal abortion. It doesn't excuse on nudity, but she has an unlegal abortion. There's a bit where the lad's sleeping with this woman, he likes to creep around, the husband comes in, you get the idea he's left the neighbour, he kicks the shit out the lads, things like that. I felt it was a bit to the bone in this. I felt they watered it down a bit compared to what you saw in Lemon Potable, but it's still a good film. Again, it's based on the 50s, so you're going to get a lot of the 1950s sort of music, you know what I mean? And you got the mum again, and the father, he's Italian. There's a bit in it where he walks naked to wind his family up. There's a bit where they're doing it in the car with a couple, and that's the brakes come off and they land in water. So there's some funny bits in it. The lad, I say it again, so not unpolitically correct. The overweight lad is stealing these bottles of coke to sell them. They find out what he's doing. The ones that work in the shop, they get him, they slap his ass, they batter him a bit for doing that. Again, for laughs and chuckles. And there's a bit where the lad meets a doe and he falls for this doe. And that's why the film's called Going Steader. Now, unlike the original one where he fell for the doe, but it was the mate's girlfriend and she had an abortion and all that, this one's like different. He falls for this doe. And there's a bit where you hate the lad because there's a bit where they fall out and he slaps a one. I get it, it's a different era, it's a different time, but whether it was based on a different era, a different time, a lad eating girls, I don't know. Did you get away with it in them days? Is it not? This is just assault. But he does slap her, he falls out, but then the kiss and make up. There's a bit where they're trying to do it, the devil in the bedroom, doesn't rub off. So there's a lot of that in this. There's a lot of that. Again, like I say, there's a lot of 1950s music because it's based on the 50s. So I actually don't mind this one. I just feel like they've watered it down a bit compared to the first one, where there's a lot of nudity, a lot of bonking, a bit to the bowl. But in this one's dying, you play it safe. So there's something going steady. But I still don't mind it. It's good to see the three characters back. It's good to see they now got different girlfriends in it. They still got a lot of the characteristics from the first one. The tap the lad, as I like to call him, he's still fucking Randy. The chubby one's still funny as fuck. And you get the idea of his comic belief. And the one I think myself is the main character, it's one of those, is Going Steader. So they keep breaking up with the girlfriend. He smashes his castle up to get her at spawns. He go back. She says, and then he says that line. So we go steady. Then it ends with a typical 1950s fucking music. And the end of the movie. But I always remember the opening where it goes, are you to me and I know you, what do you do? You remember that song? Does I'm doing a rubbish job. I does use it in the comedy show with the two sisters. You know what I mean? So you got that, you got over different 50s songs, the 50s hairstyle, all that. The only thing is, you don't really have a lot of the Elvis songs. I thought, why did you not play a bit of Elvis, back in that era when he was singing Jailhouse Rock or Love Me Tender or I Want to Be Your Teddy Bear, that sort of era when Elvis was around. But you do get a lot of good 50 songs, and yeah, again, it's a coming to age film. It's a young lad now learning, coming to age. He's trying to go steady with this girl. He's got a tuss on. He's trying to try and get into her pants like he probably did in the first one. You got the idea he's more the innocent one. I look at the other one as being the typical lad that will just jump into bed with every girl he sees, love them and leave them. And the lad who's overweight, he's the comic relief of the films. So I'm trying to get that. I get it. It's, you know what I mean? Like there's bits where I like the lad, and I feel for him. He's your typical lone lad coming to age. But there's bits where I think he's a dick, like when he slaps the girl. What's the need for that? You know what I mean? But then halfway through the film, she's not altogether innocent. I'm not like trying to find excuses. You don't eat, you do. But at the same time, you got an idea. There's a bit of love there, and so on. But I like the idea they get to death, or it doesn't rub off because they make a third one. She's never mentioned, and it does. They make a few of these, and for what it is, if you're getting bored of seeing CGI DC comic films, what they make nowadays. You want to watch the film before we ever had American Pie and all these coming to age films. This is one of the early ones. It was like I say, it's a foil one to Lemon Popsicle. It was going steady. That's the name of the second one. I don't think it was a bad one for what it is. It's not a bad one. Is it one I'd watch again and again and again? No. But it's one of them, if you like a love sort of coming to age, sort of sex comedy, round in a certain era when that sort of era was around. Yeah, I'd say average. I'm being nice. I say average. It's very hard to get on DVDs. I remember the golden days when I had Lemon Popsicle and I also had Joe Instead. Is it as good as Lemon Popsicle? No, I felt that was a bit more to the bone. Rewind forward what I just said or back. The prostitute, the dude having an abortion, the bit where they're having hanky panky with his naughty woman, the guy comes in as the husband. I felt that was more to the bone. In this, I felt it was trying to play it a little bit safer to the bone. But there are some bits in it. It's still got some good humour in it. So fuck it if I were to do. Going steady. 2-star rating for me. Come out in 1979. If you like a good sex comedy, coming to age sort of film, can't go any more than that if you can ever find it. But into them, be smart, be safe. See you later.